welcome to your favorite Capricorns podcast with Shanti
and Chanel, where we hope to bring you peace, comfort, and connection through our life stories.
Welcome back. You know what's crazy? You do be on beat. It just doesn't sound on beat when I'm hearing it back as we're recording, but when I listen to it back, you be on beat.
Okay. Yes, okay. Welcome back, y'all. Hello. We're on YouTube. We're on YouTube. Hello. You're getting the visuals. You're getting the audio. You're getting the looks.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay. Well, of course, we got to start with checking in with each other. So, our weekly check-in. How was your week, fellow Capricorn?
Well, this week I felt like a bag in the wind. I was just going with the flow.
Okay.
And wherever I landed is where I landed. That's where I landed.
Okay. I got a song for you. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag floating in the wind, ready to start again?
Yes, come on, Katy Perry, come on.
Okay.
She's not racist, is she? I don't think she is.
She might be. She white. I'm sorry.
Well, Carrie Underwood got us really good. Like, we was all for I Dug My Key into the side of his pretty little pickup 4-wheel drive. Then she was like, what she said. And I said, oh, baby, you won't ever, delete.
You know, I didn't hear about Miss Carrie Underwood, but I'm not surprised.
She sang when Trump, at the inauguration, she sang and she was basically like, I'm here to support whoever and whatever. This is an awesome opportunity. And it's like, all money ain't good money.
Okay, hello.
All money ain't good money. I don't care. I don't care if Trump himself sent me a letter and said, I invite you to the White House. I will literally burn it. I will burn it.
I sell it. I'm not.
Okay, you know what? I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about that because there is a market. There is a market for that. You're right. There is a market for that. Anyway, I feel like a plastic bag this week.
Okay. Light and airy.
I would say more so going with the flow.
Okay.
I don't know about light and airy. I was a brown bag because those are a little more heavy. Maybe not a plastic bag.
Because the brown bag, they are a little fragile. Okay. You get wet, it's a wrap.
I'm feeling like a brown bag in the wind.
Okay. I hope there's enough wind to carry you on.
I love that.
Safe. Yes. Okay. So my week. What's this week? I actually feel like this week was like I put a coin in the machine and like, what is it? You know them little machines that you put the little quarter in, you turn it, and then you get a prize?
Oh, yeah. And it comes in
you
like
don't know
a
what
little
it
clear
is?
ball. Yeah.
Yes, I feel like it was one of those weeks. I put a coin in the machine and I turned it and I just got a prize that I enjoy, like a little squishy toy. I like them little squishy toys. Because this week, like, I went to the Performing Arts Center a couple of times and saw some good shows. Yes. One, I love a good orchestra now. Like, I need to be able to watch a movie with a live band now. Like, I need it injected in my veins.
Seeing Harry Potter with a live band has been on my list, but every time they come around, I either can't go or the ticket's too high. But
yeah, I can see.
You can go see that one.
Yeah, but yeah, I suggest everybody go see a movie with a live orchestra, live band, because like it's a completely different experience. I have a whole new appreciation for movie music. Yes, like you have to be well timed. And I'm thinking about it, I'm like, they're not reading sheet music or like waiting for a particular part in a song. They're waiting for a particular part in the movie. And so like just the whole perspective. I'll talk about it later in this show, but it was called Evil Dead. It's October, so Halloween.
Okay. Is this like a 1980s or?
You know what's crazy? It came out in 1981.
Look at that. I took a film class and for an elective.
Hmm.
And when I in
Me too.
undergrad, so yeah. We watched
Yeah.
movies from where there was no sound and it was black and white up
Mhm.
until like new age. So
Yep.
that was a
Did you
dope
have to
class
watch Birth of a
actually.
Nation?
Did we? I can't remember if we did or not. I just remember the black and white films because they just always intrigued me. How people like
Mm.
filming has been around for such a
Yeah.
long time, and the way that it has progressed, even from like when we used to watch movies, and now the things that they use. Like I
Yeah.
think about Avatar. Like I was on a TikTok deep dive of like how Avatar was made.
Mhm.
The water one, the way of the water, I think that's what it was called.
Yes.
And
Uh-huh.
like the different techniques that they had to use. And I was like, this is so cool. This is so cool.
Yeah. I I want to say like that movie was one of the like breakthrough movies when it came to like technology
Hmm.
and stuff. So that movie is going to be around for a long time. People are going to be
Yeah.
studying it for a while.
Hmm.
All right. So, of course, we find gems in a community and we got to share them with y'all. So, what gems did you
Hmm.
have do you have for us this week?
So I want to shout out my brow
I know
girl.
that's right.
Yes, I want to shout her out. I actually met her at this event called Women in Bloom. We were literally standing in line to get tattoos. And she was like, "Hey, like, have you ever got your brows done?" I'm like, "Girl, it's been ages." She was like, "Oh, here's my card. Like, come through. I'll give you a free session so you can see what it looks like." And just from there, we have bonded. And now she is my brow girl.
Come on now.
So her business is called Beauty and Brow. It's a local Tampa. She's a local Tampa brow artist. My bad. Miss Santos is a native to Tampa, and I want to take a little bit of time to kind of talk about her journey and where she's come from and like how she got into the brow business. So she started off doing brows for her friends as a teenager. You know, you always got those girls that got they you do nails, you do hair. She did brows.
Mm-hmm.
She was the
I
brow
know that's
girl. You
right.
went to her, you got snatched. Well, she got pregnant with her daughter in high school, and my girl was a hustler. So she was working full time. She was taking classes part time at HCC. Then she transferred to USF, Go Bulls, in hopes of becoming a dentist. So my girl had large aspirations.
Aspirations.
Okay.
Okay.
But as you know, life be life. And so being a mother, being completely reliant on student loans, life became really challenging and she fell into depression. So she ended up dropping out of school, unfortunately. But, you know, to boost her confidence, she started getting her brows done. And so she was like, well, I've always been doing this. So why don't I kind of like take a stab at it? So she started doing research. She started getting connected. And, you know, when your purpose starts to follow you and find you, the universe will align it. And that is what happened with my girl. So she started
Hmm.
meeting the right people, doing the right research. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Like I'm gonna step into this world. So in
Mm-hmm.
2019, she started her brow business. So she's been doing it and trying to survive through the pandemic as well. So my girl is thriving. She has built her empire with her eye for detail, and she's also an artist herself. She was able to build this beautiful business where she pours into other women to make them feel beautiful about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I asked her what was her favorite thing about being in the brow business, and she said, with today's society, women, there's a lot of pressure put on women to appear a certain way and look a certain way. So she said, if there's one thing that I can take off a woman's list is her eyebrows, I will do that. And that's the most
Oh,
rewarding thing, is when someone walks in and they leave confident because their brows are snatched.
I know that's
So
right.
yes.
Hmm.
And the thing is, the reason why I wanted to shout her out is I went to like one of the last two times I went to her shop, I was telling her about the podcast and she was just like giving me gems. She was like, you need to do this, post content. It doesn't matter if people like it, it doesn't matter if people see it. She's like, be consistent, talk about your podcast. She was like, you should never leave a conversation and people don't know about what business you have. So that's what got me started
Mm.
with people. Like when I meet them, let me see your phone, follow the pod. Like,
Uh-huh.
because she inspired me so much. So shout out to my girl, Miss Santos. Make sure y'all go follow her, Beauty and Brown on IG. Make sure you schedule an appointment with her. Tell her your favorite Capricorn sent you. It's not a brand deal, but we are speaking it into existence because we love her and we want to
Yes.
give her her space, her shout out. So that is my gem of the week.
Okay, shout out to you, Miss Santos. Yes,
Mm,
thank
we
you
love
so
her.
much for all of the gems that you have given us. And yes, I love that for the gem of the week. So my gem of the week is it's actually funny. We really be in sync. So the gym that I would like to shout out this week is the Resting Garden, which is owned and operated by Gioni. And Gioni is someone that I met at a what is it? A networking meeting. Woo, words are escaping me today.
Yeah.
So um yeah, I met her at a networking event for women,
Mm-hmm.
and just have gotten to know her. So she is a New Jersey yoga teacher, and she supports wellness and mental health journeys. She has classes on Sundays at 9 a.m. in Wallington, New
Mm-hmm.
Jersey. And I recently went to her Flow into the Fall workshop where
Okay.
she had sound bowls, breathing
Ooh.
exercises, and of course, some good old stretching.
Mm-hmm.
She encouraged me to push myself, and to know me is to know I love a challenge. So I appreciated that. Um, and I appreciate when it's acknowledged without me even asking for it. So to me, that showed that she's attentive and willing to guide and show you through every step of the way with her teaching. So I wanted to give her gem. Well, no, I wanted to drop this gem for the resting garden. Please go check her out. This is not a sponsored shout out, but we are speaking it into existence.
Okay.
I
I love
don't
the
know
intro
what that
music.
sound is, but it
It's
always
from
come out.
a 80s sitcom.
Probably.
Then the audience is clapping.
That's a awesome segue into this next this next
Pop
segment.
culture.
Yes. So what you got going on? What do you want to talk about in this pop culture
Well, I have
spotlight?
two things, and I cannot believe I forgot to mention this last Sunday that Bad Bunny will be performing at the Super Bowl. I
Yes,
cannot
I saw
believe I
that.
forgot that. Like,
Hmm.
Benito will be performing at the Super Bowl. And you know what's crazy? It
Excited.
has brought out the ignorance in people. People are
Yeah.
like, oh, like I saw this interview. I don't know who he is. He's like head of some department in the government. But he was like, oh, ICE agents will be at the arena. Do you really think that illegal immigrants can afford us? American citizens can't even afford to go to the Super Bowl. You really think illegal immigrants gonna be posted up outside seeking asylum at a Super Bowl?
Okay.
Anyway, go off, sir.
When
If
we can
you
watch it on
can,
TV.
we can. You really think illegal immigrants are going to be at the Super Bowl? The Super
Hmm.
Bowl.
And it's funny because remember that same episode we were talking about Bad Bunny. I was like, they are American citizens, and it's like everybody else is just being so ignorant. It's like they are
That's
American citizens.
They're like, oh, he needs to go back to his country. Bitch, he's in his country. Hello, he's a citizen. He's
Okay,
a literal citizen.
they literally need to talk to their colonizers at this point. Like,
He's
hello,
a
get on the
literal
same page.
citizen. That's the shit that was really pissing me off when the people were just like, he needs to go back to his country. Why are we speaking Spanish on one of the largest stages? Put the subtitles on. If you don't know what he's saying, you got 4 months to learn at least one song. And he's only performing, what is the performance? 15 minutes? 20 minutes?
Yeah, it ain't that long.
It's not that long. Like, take a beat, take a breath,
Hmm.
calm down. It's not that deep. It's really, really not that deep. It's the Super Bowl. Y'all act
They're
like
doing
that
this
man running
every
for
year
president. And
now.
even if he was,
Yeah.
I'd support him.
And I feel like at this point it's just becoming a thing. Like people was
Yeah.
mad when Kendrick Lamar was chosen last year and they were like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, he's in Louisiana. This should be Lil Wayne." What? When has that ever been the method to the madness of the Super Bowl?
Hello.
What?
Hello.
Hell, but
The call is
I
coming
hope
from
he
inside
shows
the
up
room.
and shows out.
Oh, okay. You
I'm
know
trying to.
I'ma
I
be.
hope that he bring the set that you were talking about. I
Oh,
want to
La
see that.
Casa,
Yes.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, honey,
Yes.
yes, because Imma be in there. "They beating and let's fotos, let cuando, let do it." Yes, I will be in there. I'll
I know
be
that's
there.
right.
I will be locked in, tuning in. My second thing is, and it's gonna be real short, somebody go to Nicki Minaj's house and take her phone and get her some help. That's all I'm
Listen.
gonna say, those two. My girl is down really bad right now, and I'm not like a Nicki fan. I'm like a couple songs by her, but she just needs a hug. Like,
Yeah.
she needs positive people around her.
Oh.
Like, she needs
Mm,
to get off the internet for like a solid year. She needs to go
yeah.
to like a wellness house and like really tap into her inner self, do some healing. Where is Ayana? Like, Ayanla. That's her name?
She on
Ayanla.
tour with tonight's conversation.
Well, she needs to hop on over to wherever Nikki's living at now and like
Okay.
wrap her up and swaddle her, because it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
See, I feel like some people you have to fight violence with violence, but definitely behind the scenes.
Okay, okay.
She definitely needs to take it off the internet.
Mhm.
And I think it's unfortunate that she runs her own social media page
Yeah.
because I want to say I feel like that's the reason why we didn't know so much about artists
Mhm. I agree. Yeah.
pre-internet. They
Yeah.
they wasn't engaging with the general public,
Yeah.
and now we get to see too much. In general, I feel like we know way too much about these
Mhm.
people, way too
Mhm.
much. I don't want to know
Take a
this
note
much.
out of Beyonce's book. Take a note.
Hello, but see, she was also on the cusp where she's pre-internet,
Mhm.
pre-social media, and so she didn't really
True.
come up in that era of having to promote yourself on social media or that type of stuff.
Mhm.
And so she really just, that's just how she was carried in. Chris
Yeah.
Brown is the same way. If we
True.
really being honest, I
Yeah.
mean, he get on the internet, but he knows better. I mean, they done
Mhm.
already read him for Phil pre social media or in the
In the
beginning of social
newspaper.
media. Okay, like that whole Chris Brown and Rihanna thing was a whole thing, but Twitter and Instagram wasn't as big. Twitter, Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook, TikTok, it wasn't as big as it
Yeah.
is now.
Mhm.
Now they would have never escaped it. Chris Brown, he really barely escaping it now,
Mhm.
but
Yeah. Cuz
just
somebody will bring it up.
imagine,
They will bring it up.
okay?
Mhm.
And they love it. People love a good receipt, and I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I can only imagine how it would have been had that happened now in today's age. I don't know. Like, I don't think he would be where he is now
Mhm.
because of the internet. And Nicki Minaj, unfortunately, is putting herself in that position where we knowing way too much about her. And I ain't gonna hold you. I think it's gonna take more than a little hug. I think
Yeah.
somebody might need to really run a fade with her.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say like medication or
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Some
okay.
people really need they
Not a
behind.
can of whoop ass.
Yes. Yes. Like
Not a can
what?
of whoop
Yeah.
ass. I'm weak.
Because some people feel like they're untouchable. And
Mhm.
sometimes you really have to show people that you can be touched in order to learn their lesson. And I feel like that's one of them cases. Like I don't wish her any harm, but baby, you might need to run a fade or two.
Mhm.
Get touched because the ego, the chest puffing,
Mhm.
mm-mm.
Well, you know.
Somebody gonna need to pop that
Not
bubble.
ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
And I ooh.
I hope that she does get the help that she needs, though.
Look, this is
I really do hope that she get the help that she needs, though. For real,
I
for
don't wanna look, so I just do
real.
one eye. It's got you in the background.
Okay.
Because you know
Uh,
when an accident happened on the road and you know you're supposed to be paying attention, but you go slow so you can see you do one of these quick. Ooh, and then you just
this is, you know what? I'm bad because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna use my phone as my eyes. I'm gonna pay attention to the road, but I got to see this.
I cannot. I can't.
Girl, well, I've seen some crazy things on the road, like because I love road tripping, but I've seen a lot of things.
Yeah.
They all in my camera.
Yeah, I okay.
Um, but a pop culture moment that I want to talk about, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, is Evil Dead. It's a whole franchise. First of
Okay.
all, okay,
Yeah, give us a backstory rundown because I'm
okay,
invested.
I got you. So I I have benefits where I can get tickets to performing arts center shows,
Mhm.
certain shows. So I was looking through the list of the things that I can do and or things I can see. And one show I went to was a Afro Cuban orchestra. Fire.
Hmm.
Buena Vista. Go check them out if y'all can. But then it was another thing called Evil Dead, and I was like, it's October. Let's get in the Halloween vibe, the Halloween spirit and all of that. So I was like,
Not the Halloween spirit.
let's try something new. So I got there and people were like, yeah, have you seen it before? I'm like, seen it before? How many times are people coming to see this? Like, what is this? And somebody was like, yeah, it's like campy, spooky, funny. And I was like, okay, so people have seen this. Like, this is
Mhm.
a thing. Come to find out, this is a whole franchise. They got Evil Dead 1, 2, 3. They got games. They got all different types of
Oh
stuff on
wow,
this.
Evil Dead. Now I kind of want to Google it because
Yes, girl. And then at some point it was banned because it's too gory. Girl, first of all, I just want to say I have an appreciation for music in TV shows and movies at this point. Like at first, um I saw a
oh.
video on the internet of somebody doing what is it? The sound effects using
Mhm.
like odd props, and I was like, that's interesting. And so I've always, been like, oh, okay, just keeping my ear to like movies and stuff like that and things that I hear and seeing how they match what I'm looking at. But that show,
Mhm.
like thinking about like the different strings. So there were three violinists, a cello, and then there was
Mhm.
another like stringed instrument. I don't know what it was, but it was fire. And then there was somebody
Mhm.
on percussion. There was a whole bunch of different types of drums or whatever they may
Mhm.
be called.
Okay, a whole production.
Yes. And it
Mhm.
was six people and they put the show
It
on,
was six
okay?
people doing all of those.
Yes.
Oh wow, I'm
Yes.
impressed.
And like seeing the violin go at the little what is it, the heightened parts. And so it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen somebody play a violin, but like when they play it real fast and like I said, oh my gosh. And it was like all of them, and then they all have different sounds, and it's like I'm focusing on like them playing the instruments and then the movie at the same time. First of all, Evil Dead was shot in 18 no 19 sorry 1981. And um it's a weird scene where a girl gets raped by a tree. It's just odd. It felt it was weird, and it
I have
definitely
notes.
wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
And it was like one of those things where it was like,
Is this
do
somebody
I be
living
that
out like,
person?
you know,
It was
you
it
know
was
what I
definitely
mean?
one of the moments because it was
Uh-huh.
drawn out. and it was
Uh-huh.
not necessary. So she went out into the woods. Sorry, I'm spoiling it, but I mean,
I
yeah,
don't think nobody gonna
it's.
watch no movie from 1980s if they listening to us. So
I mean,
I'm
even if
locked in.
they not watching it to not, you know. Anyways, it's spoiler. Anyway, so she walks outside because she hears something. I don't know. I don't remember, but walked outside, and then you got um she ends up on the ground. You got some vines that wrap around. Um, where it start? It started with her arm, one arm, and then her robe was open, and she's holding her chest, and then you see the vine just snatch her other arm, and I'm like, oh, this is finna be some weird shit. And then you see it wrap around her leg, and then wrap around her other leg, and then you see this big stick just pretty much just shoot her right in the coochie, and I'm like,
Oh my
that was
god,
just
what is happening? That just ew.
that's what I said. I was like, and then it was like,
Mm.
it just she runs back to the house, and I was like, she not dead. Nigga, like that was my whole thought, like, cause oh,
I'm
but
stressed.
girl, and I was like, okay, just keep watching the movie. Don't be that person. Even though I wanted to be that person, because what
Mhm.
was that? I can see why people were like, oh, cancel this movie. This was too much. But
Yeah.
if you just stick through it, just stick with it, it does get funny. And it's just, and it was just so stupid because none of it had to happen. So what happened was white people was doing white people shit. So it was literally this book.
WTS.
It was this book, and it looked evil. And then there was an audio tape, and it said the only way to open to wake up the spirits is to listen to the incantations. The girl says, "Oh, we're not going to listen to that. Stop." And the man was like, "Oh, it's just a joke. We gonna play it. It's just a joke." Why would you do something like that?
Yeah.
Literally, the only way to play with these spirits is to listen to the next part of the tape. So the logical thing would be to stop it.
Mhm.
Why would- and when I tell you the movie would have ended right there with me,
Thanks
but
for coming to the
I
show.
okay. All right. They didn't get possessed, you guys. Like that would have been it, but the end. So, you know, definitely one of them films where it's like none of this had to happen. Y'all was just
Mhm.
being stupid. I say all that to say
Coming back around the corner.
definitely watch a movie with live music. That is a fire experience. Like
Okay.
that happened to be my first experience, but it will not be my last. They have definitely put
Mhm.
me on. I have introduced myself to a vibe I ain't never trying to let up on.
I love
So
that.
y'all may
Well,
see
if
me
Harry
at
Potter
another
ever
one.
comes up as a free ticket, let me know. I'll come. Let me know. I will
Yeah.
come because I've been trying to go
Now
for a minute.
I'll only know a couple of weeks prior to.
We can make
So
something shake. We can make something
okay.
shake.
Today we just want to talk about being a black professional in the workplace. Something that most of us experience, and
Mhm.
there are just some unspoken of things that we want to bring to light.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So of course, got to start. What is the most draining piece about being black, being melanated
Mhm.
in the professional workspace for you?
I'm glad you said melanated because people of color, even though I have my thoughts about using the phrase people of color, I do feel like we all experience some level of prejudice or racism in the workplace because of the color of our skin. However, the if you're black in a professional space, I feel like that adds a little layer. And then if you're a black woman, that adds another layer of things that you have to kind of
Intersectionality.
deal with. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the most draining thing starting off is when I change my hair. Boy, I tell you,
Mm.
you would think I was a totally different person. It don't matter if I wear braids. It don't matter if I wear a wig. It don't matter if my hair is long, short, curly. Every time I change my hair, I get the same reaction. Oh my god, look at your hair. Oh my god, it grew so much. Oh my god, did you do something different with your hair? Your I didn't want to be too forward and ask you. I loving the hair, loving the hair. Oh my goodness, can I? I've literally had someone try to touch my. Let me tell you something. I literally had someone touch my hair one time in a workspace, and I'm like, I'm going to HR immediately.
Gonna
Sexual
pull back a
harassment.
nub.
Because why are you touching my hair? Like, I don't understand why people feel comfortable putting their hands on other people in a professional. Well,
Mm.
period. But especially at work, like, what makes you think I want to be petted like a dog? Like, what makes you think I want you to be like, oh yeah, yeah, why? I don't want your greasy little paws. First of all, I don't even know if you washed your hands.
That's where I'm at.
Because I have been in the bathroom with you. And I know I've seen you walk out and you have not washed your hands.
Mm, mm, mm,
So when
mm,
people change, and the thing is, I have so much anxiety around changing my hair because
mm.
I don't want the attention to be on me all the time. Like sometimes I just don't even, like when I got my hair straightened and cut, I literally had to take deep breaths before going into a meeting because I'm like, you're going to get the reactions. Just smile and wave. Like, don't, just say thank you, thank you. But it is a lot. Like, it is a lot when you're coming up to someone and you're making a big deal about something that they changed in their appearance because it's not that deep. Like, it's really, really not that deep for you to make it this whole deep theatrical thing of like, you've changed your hair.
Yeah.
I respond, you gain weight. Now I'm the bad guy. Like, what if I made a remark about your appearance? Oh, you gained weight. Oh, your nose got bigger. Oh, your throat got fatter. Then you'd be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like you would literally be looking at me like, how dare you say that?
You fat ass neck.
Like if I were to come up to you and approach you and say something about your appearance, you would be upset. So like why you got to do that to me? Like why even if it's a positive remark, just you don't have to make it such a big deal. Like you
Fair.
literally don't have to. Loving the braids. I wish I thought
Yeah.
about getting my hair done like that. No the fuck you haven't. No you have not thought about getting braids in your hair. And maybe you have cuz you were on a trip to the Bahamas, but no.
You know they do be braiding hair on the beach. They be paying $20 for that one braid.
Thing is
Rob.
get your coin. Get your coin.
Okay.
Run it up
Mm.
on them. Run it.
Wow.
You want to get half braids? Okay, that's 120. You want rubber
Okay.
bands on the end? That's another 50.
You want color
You're
rubber
looking
bands?
at
Another 5. Premium.
run that, run it up, run it up.
You
But yeah,
know?
I would think that's the most draining thing is
Okay.
appearance. And I think so I'm gonna do three. My second one would be the way I have to speak for people to understand me. Overall, I would say I'm a very articulate person, but I feel like I have to be more articulate at work because obviously I have a southern drawl, but there's also a side of me that I'm a real nigga. So that sometimes I say things like, you know what I mean, or you
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying,
Yeah.
or there's phrases
Yeah.
that just naturally come out, and people are just like,
Exactly.
"I'm sorry, what did you say? You heard what the fuck I said.
Okay.
You know what I said. I
You
just
heard
said
what I
a
said,
little bit of
buddy.
a little umph on it, and
Okay.
you know what the fuck I'm saying.
You heard the seasoning. Yeah. Just a little bit.
Like I just I don't understand it. Like, you know what I'm saying. So why do you have to make it apparent that I said something that is out of my traditional vernacular,
Mm-hmm.
but you want
No
to make a big
vernacular.
deal out of it because I said it in a way that's not traditionally respected. And
Mm-hmm.
what's interesting is I'll say this. I've been in work settings where you have if it's like that episode, let's actually dissect that episode of what's Issa Rae's show called? Insecure.
It's good.
So
Mm-hmm.
you remember the part of Insecure when the new lawyer came to the office that worked with
Mm-hmm.
what's what's
The
her
black
name?
lawyer.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
remember the black lawyer, she was a little hood. And so
Mhm.
they wanted Molly to talk to her and be like, can you talk to her a little bit? Can you?
Mhm.
And Molly was like, why I gotta talk to her? Because I'm the black girl? Like, why? If
Right.
there's
And say
something
what?
wrong that she's doing, like, what is
Yeah.
she doing wrong? They're just like, she's just talk to her a little bit. So Molly was like, okay, now I'm in an awkward spot. And so now she's coming to the girl and she's like, you might want to like tone it down a little bit. We're around white people
Mhm.
and we don't really do that and that. And so long story short, the girl ends up getting fired because she is too much of herself. But I think oftentimes, like, I've been put in that situation too, where it's like you have the person entering the workforce and maybe they're not as articulate as you are, but they still get their work done. And so then you have people around you that are looking to you to talk to said other black person and be like their handler almost, like, hey, you don't move this way, don't sound this way. And it's like you put people in an awkward position because who am I to tell this person how to speak? Do they
Mhm.
come to work on time? Do they get what you need done? Do they answer emails accordingly? Like, do they show up and participate? Yeah. So what we got to talk about? There's nothing to talk about.
Mhm.
So
That's
those
fair.
situations just really annoy me. They really
Yeah.
annoy me.
That's fair. Okay. I think I definitely have different draining mechanisms or things that drain me because I walk in here with a different hairstyle. Somebody say something.
Not and keep going.
Like I think it's also because I've always had comments on my hair. It doesn't matter if I'm in a workplace, I'm
Mhm.
at home, I'm outside. People have
Mhm.
always comment on my hair. Literally, I wanted to get a perm in middle school. Like I feel like I was the opposite of all the other black girls. All the other black girls, they got the perm because their moms wasn't trying to do their hair. I just wanted a perm. And I went to multiple hairstylists. They told me no. What you mean? I'm paying you to
Mhm.
relax my hair. I had to deal with that growing up. So the whole hair stuff that stopped phasing me in like when I was younger. The things that bother me is everybody want to be my friend. I don't want to be your friend. I came in here to work. I can get a little bit proper, but I'm always gonna be a nigga at the end of the day. So I think people realize I may say something that just don't make a little sense. They don't even be asking me. 'Cause at this point, I come in here to do my job. I wasn't trying to be your friend in the first place. You already know.
What Barbara say on Abbott? I do my work and I go home.
Okay.
That's
And
the
that
title of the episode. I do my
I
work
work and I
and
go
I
home.
okay, that's it. That's you. That's you.
It really do. And it's like people really because I'm an engaging conversationalist, people keep talking. I don't want to be your friend. And it be draining me. I'm like, who this conversation's still going. So then I realized I have to be the one to stop conversations at work
Mhm.
in the workplace because clearly I'm too engaging.
Yeah, people
I'm
love you. You're a fan favorite.
and I'm like, shut up.
Don't you got work to do?
You ain't got no emails to answer. But then I realized people be trying to escape at work, and I'm like,
Oh, and they be
oh,
using you to escape to work. Wow,
I
that's
want to
crazy.
work. I'm just trying to work and go home. Why are we still talking? Who I done had some conversations at work, but I also be entertained at the same time. So it's just like,
It's like give me the tea, but wrap it up.
yes, perfectly sums it up. Give me the tea, but please wrap it up. I got work to do.
I'm
I
dead. I'm dead.
and I think that's the only thing that really be draining me at work. People want to talk. That sounds horrible, but I came in here to work. That's all I want to do, and I want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be your friend, cause then I'm gonna start cussing, and then we at work. I get a little too comfortable, and
Yeah.
Now I'm in HR. No.
It was all fun and games till the real nigga came out.
Okay.
It was all
Hello.
fun and games.
Hello. Girl. But I have met some really cool coworkers that we had to take it outside of work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Let's get on that. Let's get on. You have to establish a core group of coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, two, no more than three. You don't need You do not need any more than three coworkers. And the
Okay.
secret sauce to your little coworker friendship is motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about that job. Y'all have to have the same level of don't give a fucks for it to
Listen.
really work. You cannot
Yeah.
invite somebody in the crew who really give a fuck about the job but trying to make friends. No, this is a we don't give a fuck crew about
Okay.
this job, and that's just it. We come to work and we go home. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to join this crew, that's the criteria you got to meet. Don't Mm-mm, mm-mm.
And I'm gonna say I do one person. That's
Okay, 1 to 3. What's 1 to 3 is
yeah,
there
one
we
to
go.
three.
That's a healthy window.
Okay. Hey.
And the ages
Pick
don't
your
matter
lane,
because it's
Stan.
old folks, it's old motherfuckers that's been in there for a minute that don't give a fuck. They just here for the paycheck. Then you got the new ones who peak game and was like, I'm just here for a leg up.
Mm-hmm.
You need everybody in between that.
Yep.
So you can go
Oh
with somebody
yeah.
fresh, 20s or 55.
You gauge it don't even the age don't matter. What it is, do they give a fuck about this job? Cause
That
if I
part.
say the manager a bitch, are you going to say something?
Are you gonna go back and tell that manager I said that they're a bitch? Because I'm gonna
Okay.
know it's you.
I
And
know
now
who I
both of
told.
y'all bitches.
Okay. Now you on my shit list.
Both of y'all bitches. I don't give a
Okay.
fuck. So yeah, I've successfully curated perfect friend groups at work
I love that for
because
you.
I peep and I observe and I'm like, oh, okay. Cause you do this little thing where you have conversations with people and then you kind of like start leading into a little work gossip and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, yeah,
Oh, that's how
okay,
you
we're gonna go to
feel.
happy hour. Because once you
Yeah,
hit them
sounds
with
like
the
it.
yeah, do you like happy hour? They're like, yeah, happy hour is code for we about to talk shit. That's what happy hour is
What
code
you doing
for.
after work?
What you doing after this meeting? What you doing after lunch? What you doing for lunch? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, yep.
I love that.
Yep, yep, yep. I love
Okay.
that. I
On the
love
flip side,
that.
have you ever
Okay.
had a hater at work?
Oh, child. I've had a couple haters at the workplace, and both of my haters have come from people who I've supervised. It's never been people like on my direct
Hmm.
level. It's always been the people that actually no, one person was on the same level as me and the other one was someone I was
Mm,
supervising. And I'm not gonna get into deeps of the demographics of the people because I feel like that's gonna give it away, so we just gonna bypass on that. But
hmm.
in my case of the haters, I feel like they saw that I shined really bright at work and wanted to be me
Mm,
and just didn't like how I took charge of situations and held them accountable for their actions and their words.
that'll
And
do it.
so I think when you get around people who have been settled into I'm gonna do it my way, and then you have a person that comes in and is like, no, we need to have a little bit of checks and balances in there. That's when the hater rays start coming out.
Mm,
It start coming out in different forms. Like it's just one of those things where it's like we at the end of the day, we're just here to do work and go home. Like, why are you feeling so passionate about the way in which it's done or the way in which it's
yeah.
achieved? Like, all have a common goal here. Let's
Yeah.
just get to it. It ain't just get to just why we so why do
Why
people get
you even
so
hating?
emotional about work? Like, why do the thing is, y'all, the folks that get really worked up about a job, you need to go and touch grass because at the end of the day, this place does not care about you in the way that you care about them.
Mm-mm.
And they can say that all day. Oh, we care about you. We want to pour into you. That might be so, but the level of passion you have is not the same that job feels about you. Like if something were to happen to you, and God forbid you pass away, they gonna send a card to your family, and they're gonna have your job posted the next week. And that's
Yep.
just life. That's just the business has to continue to run.
Yep. Cog in the machine. Yep.
Child.
Yeah. I probably have had haters, but I think I really just do not be caring. Cause
Going back to point one.
it's okay. That is a personal problem. I What you eat don't make me shit.
Oh, period.
And I think more people should grasp that concept because your energy is transferable, just not to me.
Mm-hmm.
I came in here to work and go home. That's it.
That's it.
That's all I
Mm-hmm.
got. Like if I've definitely gotten in an argument with someone at work. We was working third shift and it was a grown man.
Mm.
Very interesting. And it was
Hmm.
a very stupid argument.
Mm-hmm.
But he took it there and he thought that I wouldn't. But you're
Oh,
not
baby, you
gonna
bet
talk to
your
me.
match. One thing about a Capricorn, we gonna take it to hell and
Okay,
leave it
hello.
there.
Cause who was you talking to? Uh, mm-mm. I
Yeah.
don't get it. I come in here to do
Mm-hmm.
my job
Mm-hmm.
and go home. I don't bother
Yeah.
nobody. That's it. I don't even be trying to make friends. So if you talk to me, you're really that is a choice that you made.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wouldn't have made this decision to come and chat with me. But hey, here we are. So
I
hey,
can't.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's definitely, it's not about what you say. It's about what you say and how you say it combined.
yes,
Because one thing about it, I'm always gonna speak to people in a respectful tone. So I
mm-hmm,
know it's not me. It's never gonna
exactly.
be me. Cause I am
Hmm.
so intentional with my words so that you can't say it's me, especially in a workplace. Like you never gonna catch me slipping at all. Never ever. Cause I
You
am
might
very
catch me.
particular with what I say it, how I approach people, because I know things can be spun to make them seem like they are the victim and you are the villain. Absolutely not.
I'll be the villain.
Absolutely not. So yeah, I feel you on that. And I will take it to hell. I will take it to hell in a professional way. I will take it to hell wearing a suit, a two-piece suit.
I need to learn
Don't
how to
let
do
it.
that because I'm finna call you all types of out your name.
Oh, we can work on that.
Yeah,
We can
I'm not
work
ready.
on that.
We gonna
We
work
can
on
work on a professional cuss out. We can do that.
yeah, because
We
I'm
can do
not
that.
really in a professional setting anymore. So it's just
Yeah, so
like
you really don't have to have that skill. You don't have to use that skill. That's the luxury, actually. You're really living a life because you really don't have to cuss people out in a professional manner anymore. If you don't want to, you don't ever have to do that.
I might need to acquire the skill. Just,
Okay.
just to put it in my back pocket,
Yeah, you can have it in your toolbox.
Yeah,
You
in
can
my
have it in your
toolbox.
toolbox.
Yeah.
You can have it
Yeah.
in your toolbox.
Cause I be having things to say and I want it to be received.
Mhm.
So I do got to calm it down
Yeah.
and be more intentional
Okay.
because I want to cuss them out. Like that is the goal, but I
Mhm.
need it to be
Well,
received.
like you said, some people need to be touched, and sometimes people need to be touched with words. So
Yeah.
sometimes they really do need a good cuss out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And
you know,
some people deserve a good cuss out. And I mean, it gets your mind right. Like, oh, okay, I can't
oh,
do that.
mhm, exactly. It snaps you back into reality because I'm a human. Like
Okay.
I'm a real nigga outside of here. Don't know if you knew that or not.
Okay.
I'm a real motherfucking nigga out here. So
Hello.
don't, please do not let the words that are coming out of my mouth fool you. Okay? Don't let it. I think I learned how to cuss people professionally out because of my mom. Like when I say
Hmm.
Ramona can gather you like no other in a professional way, that
Mm,
is a skill that I have acquired from her. Like she will read you for filth in
mm.
the most professional way and will leave you just, I have watched her do that so many times to people where they literally don't have any words to say. Like you can't
Back
come
up.
back from that. Like
Mhm.
there's nothing you can say, but you're right, ma'am. Like it's nothing you can say.
Yeah.
Nothing you can say.
Especially when they're in the wrong. Yeah.
Mhm. Like I
Yeah.
remember this one time, me and my mom, not to go on a tangent, but we were buying Boogie a stroller.
Mhm.
And this now granted, the stroller was on the wrong side under a lower price. And I said, "Ma, that stroller is supposed to be over there. It's not supposed to be over here. She said, I don't care. We're going to get it for this price. I said, okay. So we go to the front. The lady rings up the stroller. It's $60 more. And I'm like, Ma. She's like, you hush. Okay, well, just say less. I ain't saying nothing. So the lady's like, oh, this is how much the stroller is. My mom's like, well, no, the stroller was up under this price, and that is the price we expected to get it for. The lady was like, yeah, well, sometimes things get shifted. My mom said, well, that's a your problem, not a me problem. Where I found it was right here at this sticker price, and that's the price that I want to get it at. Well, I'm going to have to call him over, and I'll tell him the same story. Child walked out there with the price that it was under with the stroller. Okay,
Period. Okay.
child.
Your workers aren't doing their job, and that is not my fault.
That
You
is
know
not my
what? I
problem,
like
honey.
that. I like that. Let
One
me
thing about it, my
call the
mama gonna get
girls.
it for the price, whatever it said it was.
Yeah.
And don't let it be damaged, honey. Don't even let it have a scratch. Oh, we getting a discount.
Oh
We're
yeah.
getting a discount.
Mhm. I love
We're
that.
getting a discount.
Okay, because you need this soul.
Every
I
dollar
like that.
counts. But yeah,
Mhm.
I learned that skill of like professional cuss out from my mom because
Yeah.
she will gather a motherfucker in a minute. Okay.
Yeah. And that takes thought and intention. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
my
Okay.
mom worked around predominantly white people. Like she
Okay.
was always one of two black employees. Like she worked for the state for a very long time. And
Uh
back then in the
yeah.
90s,
Yeah.
folks was trying to clap back, and Ramona was like,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Not in
Yeah.
this
And you
fresh
gotta
term,
button
honey.
up as a black lady to a black woman in
Mhm.
that space. Yeah. Oh
Mhm.
yeah. My girl acquired that skill and
Okay.
sharpened that thing on up.
Didn't
Okay. And then
play.
passed it
Didn't play
down.
about
Love
it.
it. Love it. Okay. Well, with that, do you feel like you have like the worst type of job? Like you know what the worst type of job you've had?
I would say retail. Retail is probably the
Ooh.
worst job I've ever had because of that
Okay.
whole the customer is right. Retail is the worst. I don't ever want to
Mm.
work another retail job as long as I have breath in my body. Like I would no. Fast food
Customer
or
facing.
retail. Those two
Yeah.
I'm never doing ever
Ooh.
again.
Customer facing jobs, I think, have just been the worst. Like for
Mhm.
me, like definitely food. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because of the customers, and then customer service
Mhm.
because of the customers. Like it's the customers are not good people. I'm sorry.
No,
The
they're not.
customer is not
No.
always right.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes they are. In the case that we just mentioned, where hey, this was under this price, I ain't gonna hold you. As the worker, I know she was probably like, I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to motherfucking quit.
Mhm. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like the customer was right. But as the employee
Mhm.
working that job, I just it because it could really like I think people forget that they're dealing with people when it's a customer facing job. Like, yes, I work here, but I'm still a person. Like,
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think people forget that there are humans behind. Because when I used to work for an internet company, not gonna name drop, um, people were just so mean and nasty. And it's like, well, why is my stuff turned off? Well, sir, you haven't paid us in like 4 months. Well, that doesn't mean you get the right to turn it off. You
that's
haven't paid us in
exactly
4 months.
that's
Well,
exactly what that
we'll
means.
just put another extension on there. You haven't paid us in 4 months.
Hey.
You gotta pay something. You gotta
Yeah.
pay something. What do you mean? Yeah, it's great. Or
The
when
logic
people
don't be
in
there
retail, people
sometimes.
would wear the clothes and then try to return them. Ma'am,
Mm.
this smells like 10 packs of Newports and ass. I cannot take this sports apparel back. Well, why? I tried it on and it didn't fit. Yeah, and you went down to a hoedown in it as well. That's what it
Come on,
smells
hold
like.
down.
Like people
Yeah.
would try to return their baby clothes. Oh, my son grew out of this. Ma'am, this
Donate it.
smells like he wore it for days. I cannot return it. Well, get me the manager. 1 second.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. It's me.
I ain't never wanted to be a
Like,
manager.
oh my
Mm-mm.
goodness. I soared
That
too high. I soared way too high in some jobs. And I can't help that I'm an ambitious person and people admire that and they're like, oh, we're gonna pick you. But then you get to a point where it's like you have to be the person that has all the answers. Because as an employee, you can say, oh, we'll talk to my manager. But as a
Yep.
manager, you can't really, you have to solve the problems. And I think that is where I am in my professional career.
Uh,
I don't want to be a I don't want to be a people supervisor anymore. I want to have like a manager position or like
mhm.
a higher level position, but I do not want to manage people.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just
Maybe
too.
project
I just
management.
want to. Yeah, project management. I could do that, but managing people, I've been doing that since like 2020, and I think I'm burnt. I think I'm burnt out from being a people manager. I don't want to
Mm-mm.
do that
Yeah.
anymore.
I saw it from the underling
Yeah.
perspective, and I said no.
Yeah, because
No.
being a leader as a black woman is definitely difficult because a lot of times people are just like, "Oh, it's your tone. It's the way that you're saying things." Or because I'm young, I look younger. I mean, I am compared to the people that I work with, but because I look younger, people don't think that I know what I'm talking about or
Mm,
they feel like they can tell me like how to do things instead of asking for my input. It's like you just do this and this
mm,
and like you don't include me in the solution because of the way that I look. And I think sometimes it's difficult managing different groups of people because I don't think people view how valuable black women are in the workplace. Because one thing about it, we gonna get the thing done.
oh yeah.
We are really gonna get the thing done. If you give it to us, like if you give a project to a black woman, you can trust that it's gonna get done beyond what you even could imagine. But I think
Mhm,
people undervalue black women in the workforce so much, but then it's put on us. A lot of work is put on us to be able to perform at a higher level than our
mhm.
counterparts. And then when we don't perform at that, like God forbid I have a bad day. Are
And
you
see, that's why I don't
okay?
make no friends.
Are
Mm-mm.
you? And that's another thing. This is my last thing, and I'm gonna wrap up this little tangent because I I could literally go on for hours about this, but this is my last thing I'm gonna say. When people say, "Wow, you were so quiet in that meeting, you didn't say anything." Well, one, you have motor mouth Sally running her mouth, motor mouth Molly. Okay, you have opinionated Otis, and they're running his mouth. You have all these different opinions, and one thing about me, I'm not going to cut people off just to say what I have to say. Other people need to be mindful about how much space they are taking up in a meeting.
Yep.
Like you know damn well how long you've been talking. It counts it at the top of the screen. You know how long you've been talking. You know you keep talking. How about you hush and let other people talk? Like that is the biggest, I think my biggest pet peeve is when people tell me that I'm quiet in a meeting. Do you go to so
Mm.
and so and tell them that they've been talking a lot in a meeting?
Hello.
Like, is both sides of the coin being, hello?
Mhm.
Are we looking at it from the other perspective? Like maybe there isn't space created for me to say something or have an opinion.
That part.
So it's hard out here for a black woman in the workspace. That's all I'm saying.
That's
Like we're
fair because you don't
so
want to be
much.
the angry black woman
You
either.
don't. You don't. And I feel like I'm labeled that a lot of the times because I'm just very direct. Like I'm not about to sit here and sugarcoat. Like
Mhm.
I said, did you do this? You did not do this, and now I'm holding you accountable. Or I said, hey, let's get moving with this. I'm not. We don't have time for the toxic positivity. Like let's get on. We came here to do a job and go home. Like it ain't. We don't got to do all that candy
Mhm.
canes and sunflowers and sparkles. Get to the point. Get to the point. Get to the point. Okay.
Cut through the shiz
Because this
naive.
hour and a half meeting could have been 45 minutes, but you spent 20 of it telling us about your weekend and your kids and all that other stuff.
Ooh. Mhm. Mhm.
I don't want you to know what's going on in my personal life. What did you do this weekend? I was chilling in my house. Oh, you didn't do anything fun? Nah, just,
That was
hanging
fun.
out.
That was fun to me.
Just hanging out.
Mhm.
Like, we don't have to go through this whole, I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got. That's all I got on it. It's hard. At the end of the day got to end, but it's hard out here being a black woman and professional. It's hard. It's draining and it's hard and I'm tired.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't think I've ever been. Well, no. I only spent 4 years of my work career having to be professional because all my other jobs, I was in food. I was in a lab. If all of my lab people, first of all, you don't have to wear no specific anything because you always gonna have the white coat on anyway. You gotta cover up
Mhm.
anyway. So I was wearing sweatpants and leggings for like years in my professional
Yeah.
career, or uniform. So my last job, when I actually had to be a professional, I started to better understand
Mhm.
people in their professional gripes. However, I realized that I was too far gone because at that point, your girl was like, I ain't too much of a professional.
Mhm.
I'm I talk with a southern drawl.
Yeah.
I'm a nigga through and through.
No, that's
I
crazy. You can't even be a nigga at work. Like that's what I cannot be myself at work.
mm,
And that's where I spend majority of my time and I cannot be myself. Is
see.
that's the like it does something to your mental when you have
Yeah, I
to
can imagine.
pretend for
Yeah.
8 7 hours of the day to be another person that you know you're not. Like it's a lot. It causes so
Yeah.
much anxiety. It just it's a lot. Yeah, I'm praying for my sisters out there in the workplace because
Okay.
it's a lot.
Yeah. I especially if you start in that type of space too,
Mhm.
because like for me, my mom worked in call centers for a
Mhm.
very long time. And so I could do the voice, but as soon as I'm done with this customer, you gonna know it's me.
Yeah.
The nigga.
Yeah.
Because one thing about it, I've always been very proficient at my job. I've always been
Yeah.
one of the top employees. So the thing is, like, you can't fire me because at the end of the day, I get my job done. I
Mhm.
do what I need to do. I'm efficient. I'm proficient, and I can train your employees while being the nigga that I
Mhm.
am. Like I've realized that and I didn't realize it as a superpower
Mhm.
until like recently. I was like, yeah, to like show up authentically as yourself all the time is not something that everybody does. And
Mhm.
I feel like as black people we need to fight back. We need to start fighting back. Like show up as yourself. Like and if they don't like cuz at the end of the day, the worst they can say is no. And I think that's the line for a lot of people, unfortunately. And I think
Mhm.
I just value myself way too much. And I know what I'm capable of. I know who I am, and I think that has helped me
Yeah.
just show up as myself because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how I talk, whatever or what I look like. I'm
Yeah.
still y'all best bitch. I'm still still at the end of the day, and you can't do nothing about it. Like that's what I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
once you know that and you have
Yeah.
that confirmation, yeah,
Yeah.
pack
I
it up.
think we need to rework what professionalism is because I think professionalism is not the way in which you speak. I think it's more so the action item. So are you respectful? Does
Mm-hmm.
not matter the vernacular in which you use. Are you respectful? Do you
Yep.
show up on time? Do you get your work done? Like all of those things are professionalism to me. It's not do you say y'all instead of you all. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not one of those things where you should I guess that's where kind of whiteness comes into play with professionalism because I've heard a lot of people compare like, okay, well, professionalism is like you're trying to strive to be white, and it's like I'm not striving. First of all, I don't want to be a white person. That's not. This has never crossed my mind.
Love my melanin.
A day in my black ass life have I never said I want to be a white person. No, that's never been me. But I do feel like yes, there needs to be a level of professionalism in the workplace. But I
For
feel like
sure.
we need to be sure that it encompasses everyone, and so that it can be level playing fields for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like it shouldn't be. Oh well, you need to be more articulate. She said what she said, and did you understand what she said? Okay,
Exactly.
then
Was it
it's
clear?
that simple. It's that simple.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just Yeah, I agree. There has to be a change. It got to be a
Mhm.
change. Um, and I think the only way to change is to disrupt.
Yep.
Um,
I'm here. Burn it down.
yeah, and it don't even got to be burned down, all the way. Just a little adjustment, shift the wig a little bit.
Mhm. Get your wig. What Meg say? Get your wig turned like Effie.
Okay. Yeah, like they definitely need to some adjustments in these workplaces. Because bring back thicker skin.
Oh
People
yes.
have gotten
Yeah.
sensitive,
Mhm.
and it's like, oh, woe is me. Your
Yeah.
feelings was hurt, and it's valid. However, that doesn't mean that everything got to
Yeah.
burn
And
down.
everything
It's
is not
more so,
triggering. Like, shut the fuck up.
and even if you are triggered, that's okay. Handle your stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe let
Like,
me let me let me walk my comment back. No, but everything is not triggering. Everything
yeah,
is not triggering. It's just you
everything is
being
not
in your
triggering.
feelings.
Yeah,
It might be you just in your feelings. Like
yeah,
every I
and that's
stand
all
I
right.
stand on what I said.
That is not me
Yeah.
that has to like do something about it. That's
Yeah.
your feelings, and that's okay. Deal with it. Some things are personal problems. Like, not deal with it as in like, oh, get over it. No, no, no. More
Yeah.
so like you need to deal with your stuff. Like, I mean,
Mhm. Oh yeah, stop bringing your stuff to work. Don't
it's
oof. Stop bringing your stuff to work.
I,
Don't bring your trauma to work. Just
stop
don't
making
bring it.
personal problems everybody problem.
Yes.
It's
Yep.
personal. Let it
Mhm.
be.
Yeah.
Deal with it. Talk to a therapist. There are
You have
people
health
who
insurance.
hello,
Mhm.
hello. There are people who have trained to help you with these
Mhm.
issues.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So to wrap this on up, um, what would you tell your younger self, um, to better prepare you for the workforce? Well, what would you have told your younger self to better prepare you for the workforce?
I would say to just be confident in the way that you are. Don't feel like you have to don't feel like you have to put a mask on to be included in the group. And it's okay if you're not included in the group. Every group is not meant for you. And that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally fine. Having boundaries is okay, and don't ever let people make you feel like your boundaries are too much, or you're weird for having boundaries because you don't want everybody in your personal business. Like, that's okay. And
Mm-hmm.
then just stay true to who you are. Just stay true to who you are. You are that girl.
Yeah.
You are
Period.
who you think you are. Period. That's
Yep.
it.
That's fair. I like that. I like that. For me, I would tell my younger self that overworking doesn't get you anywhere
Mhm.
but tired.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good note.
Cuz I feel like I can do, and not to sound cocky, but I can definitely do, how do I put this? As efficient as I am, it doesn't take a lot of energy. And so for me, I'm going to, just do my best. But my best doesn't need to be at 120%. I can perform at 100% and still be efficient. And I feel like for me, I would always, just over excel. And that is not going, it doesn't get my pay increase. It's never done anything for me outside of get me a promotion that I
Mhm.
would have gotten at 100%.
Yeah.
That's it. So definitely, um but I think that comes from like just people pleasing, like wanting people
Mm,
to see my worth. I can do a great job, and it doesn't mean that people are going to see my worth. I'm just doing a great job, and that's
yeah.
okay. What is
That
my end goal?
validation piece. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, wanting that external validation instead of knowing that, hey, like, you're doing enough and that's okay. You don't have to overwork so that people
Mhm.
can see your worth. Because I've worked extra for a job thinking that they're going to see my worth and they're going to give me the benefit that I want. And they're like, thank you for your hard work, but I'm still not giving you what you want.
Mhm.
So it don't necessarily always correlate. So
Yeah.
one, no need to overwork, but also get things in writing. Like
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're going to do something for an end goal, make sure that the people are aware that this is why you're doing this work, instead of just doing the work hoping that somebody's going to give you what you want. Mm-mm,
Mhm.
mm-mm. You got
No,
to make sure
that's
that y'all are on the
good.
same page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, on speaking of writing down, if you're having an issue or a conflict with somebody, write it down.
Paper trail.
Document every single thing
Mm-hmm.
that you feel is happening to you that is unjust. And I'm gonna leave that
Mm-hmm.
right there.
Yep. Date, time, who, what, where,
Mm-hmm.
all of that. And you don't
Write
even
it
got to do
down.
nothing with it at the moment, but make sure you are documenting every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time. Because people will play in your face if you let
They
them.
will People will play in your face and make you feel like you're crazy.
Hello? Ooh.
Wow. People will
And be
make
like,
you
it's your
feel like
fault.
you're crazy. Well, maybe you took it wrong. Well, they didn't mean it in that way. Oh, okay. All
Oh,
right.
my feelings are invalid, huh?
Mhm. Right. Let me say something. Let me say that your jaw is getting 2 times bigger, and now I'm in HR office. Anyway, I'm gonna get off that appearances of people.
Chanel and these fat necks.
Ah,
All right, y'all. You know we gotta wrap this thing on up by giving you something about black folks that you might not know, but you should know. It might not be new to you, but sometimes it's new to us.
yeah, it's new.
Mhm.
So
So we do call this giving black folks their flowers. So who would you like to give their flowers this week?
I would like to give my flowers to President Barack Obama.
I know that's right.
That's who I want to give my flowers to. We miss you. We miss you so much. Come back if you can. Woo! We miss you, Obama. But I'm giving him his flowers because in downtown St. Petersburg, Florida, they just reopened the Barack Obama Library up.
Come on now.
So I have not gone to visit. I plan to go next weekend, but I wanted to give the city of St. Pete their flowers and Barack Obama his flowers because
Hmm.
the library is such a staple point, especially now in the political climate, to recognize a man who did great work. Now, let me pause there because I know people have their things and why they may have not liked Obama. No president is going to be perfect. There are going to be things that a president does that you just don't agree with. Am I saying Barack Obama did his big he was 100% the best president ever? No, he you can't be because there are things that we aren't even aware of that are happening that cause him to make the decisions that he makes. But anywho, highlighting the library. So there's a library downtown St. Petersburg. It's dedicated to Barack Obama. It has a nice, cute little plaque out front. When you
Oh.
walk in, it's colorful, it's beautiful, and it's just really a place for people to connect. I know last week we were talking about it's National Library Month, so I just really wanted to take time to highlight all the wonderful things Obama has contributed to the American people and how this space is just so special for everybody to come and visit. You don't have to have a library card to walk in and visit. Of course, if you want
Hmm.
to check something out, do something on the computer, but I just wanted to take that time to give Barack Obama his flowers and say thank you for being the first real nigga in the White House. Thank you for all that you have done to contribute to just the lifting of voices of people of color, black people, minority people, poor people, all the people. I can say Obama truly cared about every pocket of people in the United States. And so I just want to take time to give him his flowers. If you're ever visiting St. Petersburg or Tampa, go on down, go on down, go on down, go on down to see the
Yeah.
library. Take your little picture in front. Tag Obama, tag St. Petersburg. Go on down there. Go on down.
Yeah. Support the library.
Support the
Period.
library.
And then support what is it, Barack Obama's
Mhm.
library?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a library
Support the
dedicated
black,
to
what
mhm.
is it? I was about to say black library again.
Anyway, support the
Support the library.
libraries.
Yes. I don't know if it was AI, but I saw something about Barack Obama DJing.
Yeah. Now I couldn't tell if it was AI either. So
But
I'm
yeah,
like,
if it's true,
I
let's
don't
go
think
out
it
there.
was because I saw the photographer that was there. His page, he was like, "I'm so honored to be able to photograph." So I really think it was a real thing. I really think Obama is
Yeah.
out here, and that's another thing. He is out here doing whatever the fuck he want to do.
Period.
He's
As he
put his
should.
time in. He is
He is
living a life with his
solid
wife.
citizen.
Shout out to Michelle too. Love
Mm-hmm. Cause she doing her thing too. She
doing
got
her
her
thing,
book.
and
Uh-huh.
her podcast with her brother.
Oh, I
Hmm.
didn't know that she had a
Yes. Oh
podcast.
my god,
What?
her podcast is so good. It's so good. It's
Oh,
so
I
good.
love
Yeah. She had
that.
Issa Rae on there. I'll send you one. The one that she had with Issa Rae was good because they talked about
Mm.
friendships. It was
Okay.
good. And you know
Okay.
Michelle is a Capricorn, so duh.
Period.
Michelle's a
Okay. Doing her
Capricorn.
thing. And her man doing his
Mhm.
thing. So
We love
yeah.
them. We love the
Love
first
them.
family forever.
Yes, we love the Obamas. Well, Barack, no, Barack is his first name. We love the Obamas.
Go ahead with your
Okay.
flowers you want to give.
Okay. So I'm gonna start this off by saying, do you know what today is? It's White History Wednesday. Yes, because I want to give my flowers to Miss Maya Lamise, who is the creator of the White History Wednesday series. She specifically created this series for people who question why Black people need an entire month. Side note, the shortest month. Her response was to give white people 52 days of their own by providing a fact every week of the year. Now, she has already completed this series, so but it is still available. The facts provided included facts about the creation of the SAT, racist, the Levi's logo, racist, the last time that Republicans completely ran Congress, like now,
Hmm.
was the year before the Great Depression, and
Oh.
many more facts
Hmm.
on white history. Now, as she should, she always provides receipts with her talking points, and that is always appreciated because one thing about it, we love to be able to know where you're even pulling this from. So
Hmm.
I just want to give Maya her flowers and thank her so much for taking the time and the energy to not only put out the content, but for putting herself out there in this climate where people have gotten comfortable feeling tough behind the keyboard. I love you and I'm wishing you so much success in life.
We are. We are.
Yes,
We
yes,
are.
yes. All right, y'all. As always, thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Never forget, stay present, mind your business.
Wash your ass, please.
Please.
And secure the bag.